So the question is, what is the most common challenge combative leaders have for the research, and how are they typically addressed? In other words, what prevents someone from interpreting the results of the compassionate leadership study as, well, of course, better leaders are just better versus more compassionate leaders are better? So, we're really excited about this compassionate leadership research. We've been doing research for 40 years, and this is the first time we have seen this kind of result. And the result I'm speaking about is that these compassionate leaders are more effective across every effectiveness domain we measure. Not only that, but they are more effective at a magnitude that we don't often see in terms of the gap between more effective and less effective leaders. So I think the difference between compassionate leaders are more effective versus better leaders are just better. I think it's all about the definition, right? What does better leader mean? How do we describe better leaders? And from our perspective at MRG, there isn't one right answer to that. It depends very much on what you're trying to accomplish, the context you're trying to accomplish it within, and the resources that you have available to do that. What we were able to do with this particular study was really look at the definition of compassionate leader. And because of the data we have, we were able to look at the people who were seen as very compassionate versus those who were seen as less compassionate. We were able to very clearly define 9 behavioral differences in the two groups, and we were able to determine the effectiveness of one group versus the other. And as I said, very clearly, the compassionate leaders are more effective. So we have a definition of the type of leader we're looking at. We have very specifically what somebody needs to do in order to move in that direction, and we have very specific measures of effectiveness. So that's the core, right? How do we define better leader? I actually think the biggest challenge we're likely to get in response to this is from leaders who prefer to be very forceful and very self-directed in their approach to leadership. I think those are the folks who are going to look at this study and not see themselves in the study, and they have a comfort level in the habits that they've built as a leader. And so I think the pushback will be, I need to be forceful as a leader. I need to be very directive. I need to be very independent. I need to tell people where they stand. And that's how I sit in the leadership space. And this is too far away from that. So it will be interesting. This is new research. And so it will be interesting to see the conversations that evolve from that.